everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of Chucklesluts. I think we're on episode 16. I currently have Samuel Locke tied up in my basement, so I'm Shannon Brunetti, your host for the evening.
I'm Kyle Sawyer.
That's Kyle. I'm Zach Clapperich. And we're going to kill Sam as a team. Don't worry. It's not just on Shannon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I'm very small. I'm very small.
We're all showing up later to take our shots at Sam later.
It's getting weird.
Alrighty. So, as per usual, we're going to start out our segments with the World Doe. And I'm going to have Zach go first.
Okay. So I always have like my tin hat on and talk about weird shit and like different dimensions and things that are going on. It turns out I wasn't alone. Here recently, Isaac Newton himself, he who figured out gravity, he just kind of like pulled calculus out of his ass because you can just make up math, which is bananas. Right. Figured out how the spectrum works. Just this is absolute genius. Recently, some house and holdings of his went on the market, ran an auction, and a set of his notes were sold. And in said notes, turns out this dude was like Nikola Tesla in it, and he was obsessed with like alchemy, mysticism, like the pyramids and astrological locations of different things on the earth. And he was fully obsessed with the apocalypse that was like impending soon. Yeah. Which I find awesome, because people have been these weird like conspiracy theorists. Since people could, make up conspiracies. I love it.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Man, I tried to make up math and my teacher gave me an F. So what the fuck was he doing?
Yeah, all my answers were 420 and 69 as a kid. So yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Could you imagine just being as smart as this? So this man, so in the notes, it talks about how it's just him like madly rambling, but they were written in a mixture of English, Latin, Greek, and Hebrew, as well as with like mathematical diagrams of things.
So wait, was he like trying to like hide the information from somebody? Because why would you like write so many different languages of your notes?
I don't know, man.
Demonic possession.
It's crazy, but he's so much better than us.
Right.
I mean, just imagine being able to just like go on a tangent. Like I have a breakdown and I struggle to keep my English sentences together. Mm-hmm. This dude has a breakdown and like designs entire philosophical theorems of reality.
I just want to know then what kind of shrooms was he eating back then and why are we not eating those now?
Right.
Where
can I get some?
Yeah.
We'll nibble.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll figure it out.
In fact, the funny thing is, I just saw a video about how like your brain is on like normal and how it is on shrooms and stuff, and it actually just shows that all the receptors are just moving at the same time. So maybe he just was naturally like that. Maybe I don't know. Like,
he was also into alchemy. He squirted some goops at himself for sure.
That's a very good. Yeah, he made some cyberpunk juice or something.
Sure, that's absolutely possible. But all that being said, that's it. I was excited about it.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, like I would love to meet this guy and pick his brain a little. Yeah,
obviously,
you missed a chance.
I missed my chance. Yeah. All right. I mean, maybe just
he's super dead.
Yeah, like it's like really dead. Like what? 300 years old, dead? 400?
Almost 4, probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of old shit, do y'all remember Lizzie Borden from all those like murders back in the 1800s?
Oh yeah.
Well, her house is being sold for $2 million.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so if you wanted
the same price as like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, right. Like a 2-bedroom apartment in Manhattan, you can buy a whole house that people were murdered in.
Do people think it's like a haunted one, or is it just more of a historical site, or is it like a haunted site? I don't know much about it.
So right now, the owner of the house is using it as the Lizzie Borden like murder museum, as a crime museum type of thing.
So he's conning people out of their money.
Basically. So he kept it like historically, whatever, and people go because it's haunted, or people just want to be in the room where people were murdered to death with axes. I don't know why people do these things. It's just a fascination with the mortality and like people who murder other people.
I get it. I've heard. Have you heard, like, I don't know if this one's as intense to that, but there are those houses that they will pay like a shit ton of money to just get locked inside and try to survive, and they'll like sign waivers where they're like, no, you can hit me and drug me and like beat me up.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm kind of into that.
Damn.
Like really into that. Like I would now that I say it out loud, like you try to survive. You live in a horror movie.
I mean, you also like those like horror games and the survival games as well, like Rust.
I just,
like,
so
I
it's
feel
just
like
taking it to a whole nother level. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just learned something about myself.
For me, I'm just like, well, $2 million. I don't have it. Also, like,
Yeah.
I mean, who has $2 million? Kardashians. Go buy the murder house and make it into something else. You know,
There you go.
Kylie Jenner.
Make it a nightclub or something, you know? I mean, I think Kanye
that would be kind of dope, yeah.
Yeah.
To have a haunted nightclub, like get an old haunted like mansion style building, turned into a club. There'd be some spooky tomfoolery going on for sure.
For sure. Exactly. That's for sure.
I'd want like one of those big old mansions though, because this is just like a house. It's like a 2-floor, like multiple room house. It doesn't have like a grand ballroom or none of that shit. I'd want that like old mansion with like the double fucking staircases.
I was about to say, you just want to do the stair walk.
Yes.
Slow motion walk down the
all women want. All we want is to walk down the stairs in a nightgown with like a nice fucking sherry going, so I've been waiting for you for hours, darling. That's all I want.
That's
just twirling the cognac or the wine or whatever you got, you know. Well, the truth is though too is like I mean that's like called dark tourism where people do that kind of stuff all the time. Like legitimately, like there's actually a Netflix show about this kind of stuff where people go and they talk to and they listen to the Jeffrey Dahmer tapes and they go to his house and they listen to the kind of like stories from the lawyer about like this guy and like all these other things too, like that, like it's a legit thing. That people
Dahmer ASMR.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Oh
so fucked up, man.
Oh no.
I mean, everybody's got a thing, right?
It's true. Like there's all kinds. But yeah, I mean like, and that's actually a really cool show on Netflix. Actually, I watched the whole thing, and in fact, they even did like stuff where like you can go into Chernobyl, obviously, but you can also go into Fukushima and like walk around, even though that nuclear kind of like tidal wave just happened there, and that place is so wrecked and stuff.
Wait, how can you go there? Isn't this place still like so irradiated that you fucking like grow a third arm?
Yeah,
I thought you can't do that.
It's really you can go in there because apparently like I mean Japan
really dumb. That's a bad idea.
It's a really bad idea, but Japan, they say it's fine. So
whatever, man.
Do you want Godzilla? Yeah. Because that's how you get Godzilla.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Godzilla on your ass, not right.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, it's a really cool, fascinating thing. I mean, I would never do it. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to this murder house or Jeffrey Dahmer's ASMR tapes, whatever. No, thanks. Yeah.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing. But I tell you what is my thing. I saw on the news this week, speaking of hiding people in basements, Armie Hammer is apparently a cannibal and has wanted to eat people for some time now. He's like talked about his ex that he wants to bite pieces off of her. He wants to eat her heart and says like, I want to eat you. Like, and it's scary to admit that he's saying some really weird stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Like,
yeah. So, and this is in context, this was here. They got like access to his phone and it was like him sexting a girl.
Yeah.
But like the shit he was saying got so creepy and dark. And again, everybody's got a thing. But the question is with someone with the means that he has, could he have done it? Like,
oh God.
Does he have the taste already?
Oh yeah. I mean, who knows? Like maybe I don't know. I mean,
oh my God. I don't weird.
It's so terrible to think of that maybe he actually did eat somebody, you know?
Oh God.
Yeah.
When you're rich, man, you do what you want. If we've learned nothing about America, if you're rich enough, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, including eat your girlfriends. Just a little bit though, only a little eating them.
Has anybody checked in on any of his ex-girlfriends? Are they okay?
I mean,
are they okay?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He just like every night just goes and watches that movie Raw. Just gets
Oh
into.
my
Have you
God.
seen that movie?
Oh god,
No.
I had to turn that shit off.
It kind of, it was kind of hot sometimes though, and I'd be like, I shouldn't like this. Like, what's happening right now? Why am I having feelings? Like, so you're chewing him up. Sometimes it's hot. It was just good directing.
I mean, things I've learned about Zach today, you just want to get your ass kicked in a haunted mansion, being doped up and then half to death, and then you also get turned on by creepy movies like Raw.
I told you it's been a bad week.
Just don't go Armie Hammer on us, and it'll be fine.
Hey,
No, I don't want to eat people. I don't. That's not me. But if they eat like me, I guess I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
you know what though? I mean, to Zach's point,
Don't take this out of context.
Sometimes you just want to feel alive, to go through some experience of near death. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's all it is like I sit here sometimes and I'm like, I'm doing delivery stuff right now as well as my writing and doing these. I'm just like sitting in a chair my whole fucking life, and I'm like getting in my 30s. What the fuck why has no one punched me in the face at any time in the recent past?
Are you fucking serious? You've never been punched in the face?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. I was about to say. Yeah.
I had a topic we spoke of one time, and as a hill I die is I think everybody, at least every guy, and if girls, if they want to, should be punched in the face once a year to keep you humble. Because like there's something very like cathartic, you know?
Yeah.
And especially like getting your ass kicked. I don't know if any, probably not. You're gonna like have the shit beaten out of you. It changes you. You come out different.
You do. I mean, it's a weird thing though too. Like when guys fight, we'll sit there and fight and whatever, and then afterwards we just hug it out. You know, it's just like it's a thing that just we do because it's like, all right, you know, whatever, you know, like it's we settle our differences, like, and let's move on. You know, but
we don't because we're too dumb. Like our bodies can't handle our hormones. We just get like shaken up. We're like, I need to either fuck or fight, and either way, in the end, we're like, I'm better now.
Yeah.
Versus
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Versus me when I got shoved in a dumpster in high school.
Wait, what the
we can go beat them up right now.
No, it's like I swore. It's so you guys are like, oh, hug it out. Like for me, I'm like, all right, how the fuck am I getting revenge? I'm going to destroy everything in their family, everyone they love. I'm going to murder them, which I didn't. You can't prove it if you tried.
Fair enough.
I don't know. It's just like for girls, or at least people like me. It's just like when bad things happen to me, I'm like, all right, well that happened, and I don't want to be friends with these fucking people who wronged me. So let's get even or get better.
Well, that's like a bullying issue. Like there's a big difference in like getting in a brawl and like end up both like two people bleeding on the ground versus like people throwing you in a dumpster. That's just mean shit. And I would light their house on fire.
Yes.
I've done really bad shit for people that have just been cruel for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
I mean, that's a very different thing.
This is a very dark episode.
Wake up and turn violence. All right, enough of that dark shit. We talked about all of
this. So dark.
This is the darkest we've been. This is what happens when Dad goes out for cigarettes.
Sam's gone. He's like, "What the fuck did you guys do? This is a rated R episode now."
Yeah.
Now this is what happens when we tie him up in the basement because we wanted to get dark this episode. Anywho, next segment. We're going to get into Get Wrecked video game edition. Hopefully we'll have less murdery stuff this time. This is just the serial killer episode as well.
Let's just switch that up there.
Ooh, switch this shit. Wayne's World, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
All right. So I'm going to start with Kyle, whichever side you're on. Give us a video game.
You know what? You guys probably one of you else should start first because I don't remember how this game goes exactly.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah. I guess I will start first then. So Get Wrecked is the segment where we recommend things that we like. This time we're doing video games. I choose Fae Tactics. It's a cute little chibi tactics game. It's very reminiscent of the Final Fantasy Tactics. You run around in this like minimized window. It's not like a full screen on your PC, but it's super duper cool. You can get it through Steam. I think it was only like $12. And you like run around as a little witch in a world, like a post-apocalyptic world where there's no more witches. And you have magic powers, and you have a super cute dog that you can pet, and you like, you know, there's different squares, and you just tactics and everything, and you're trying to find your mom who you don't actually know you're a witch at the beginning. Sorry, spoilers. But you're trying to find your mom.
The fuck?
But like humans don't have powers. You're like fighting all these little imps and stuff and going to town. And you're trying to fix up a motorbike because you're a super awesome independent woman who don't need no man. But yeah, the art style is super cute. The soundtrack is super awesome. There's little to no voice acting at all. It's mostly just like screens with character drawings, and it's just this cool multi-level like adventure through post-apocalyptic, possibly Earth, possibly another planet. And it's just a really nice tactics game to just unwind and not have to deal with, ranking or, with like a lot of video games, there's like, at least the ones I play, is like a lot of ranking and stressed about rank and getting up to like platinum tier and all this other crap. And I'm like, I just want to play a game that you just chill and look at the cute art and then just it's still numbers.
Tactics, like a turn-based old school JRPG style thing.
Yeah, it's a turn-based tactics game, like Final Fantasy.
I like
Tactics.
that.
Yeah. It's super cute, super cheap, and it's really nice to unwind to at the end of the day.
I like that one of the plot points is like, you can pet your dog.
You literally pet a dog. So I played Genshin Impact, and they have no way to pet a dog, and they have this fluffy dog in one of the main cities, and it literally was on its belly, like, pet me, and I'm sitting there going like, there's no button. I cannot pet this dog, and I'm so upset.
She's just teasing you.
God! So yeah, I need to be able to pet the animals in games, or else I'm going to get really upset about it.
I mean, just imagine how like frustrated that digital dog is too. Is that like he cannot be pet by anybody, and he's just asking for it, But he's just like, for crying out loud, somebody pet me, please. And it's like, and he's just like crying for that that energy, but he just can't get it. So
it's so sad.
There's metaphor in there somewhere.
There's probably a few.
All right, Zach or Kyle, who wants to go next?
Go.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but one of the games that I really have been enjoying a lot lately is Disney Sorcerer's Arena on my phone. And legitimately, it's a turn-based kind of Final Fantasy type game, except you don't kind of scroll around in any real world or anything like that. You just you pick the level or whatever, and it literally has all the characters from all the Disney movies except for Star Wars, essentially, because they have their own game that's exactly like this. And I am more ashamedly admitting that I've spent probably hundreds of dollars on it because
no.
Because literally the pandemic, and I'm bored out of my mind, and it's just
don't pick up Genshin Impact then.
Don't do it.
I know that's however, I will say I have a lot of people are happy about me playing the game because I have bought these they have these little offers and stuff from Tapjoy. It's this advertising thing. So and I buy all these oil of Olay products or whatever to get a bunch of gems and stuff. So I give those off to people for gifts and stuff like that, because I'm I'm a good guy, so it's I'm playing this game and I'm going to pay it forward a little bit, So fun fact, hey, maybe we can have a giveaway for one of these gift sets for one of our listeners there. I don't know, I'd be down for that. I don't know how we're going to pick a random.
That's nice.
Yeah, why not? Just for a thank you for listening to us ramble on about random stuff. But anyways, it's just really fun. It's fun building teams and stuff like that, and putting together things they actually I've never known this, but apparently the classic Disney characters Mickey, Daisy, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, they actually have a name, and they're called the Sensational Six. And I don't
know that at all. That's awesome.
I didn't know that at all, because I'm not that much of a Disney nerd, but I mean, I think it's totally fine to be a Disney nerd. I'm all about it. I mean, I obviously spent $500 on being a Disney nerd right now. So, yeah. And it's just really fun. It's really competitive. You have a club, and I've met some interesting people and chatted with them on Discord and stuff. And, yeah, it's a fun way to kill some time and waste money.
I'm down.
It's fun.
I've definitely got caught in some gacha games, man, and some of them are legitimately fun games, and it is frustrating when you're spending money because you're just you got me.
Yeah,
exactly. It makes sense. I've been there.
That was what was that Disney game? The little squishy things that you matched with. It was Tsum. That was a gacha game for sure.
Oh my god, I love that.
Is it all?
Honestly, I love that game too, and I can't play it anymore because I have switched over to iPhone, and all my saves was on Android, and so
No!
I'm so pissed. I had like some of the best characters in that,
Wait, Zach, do you not know what Tsum Tsums are?
I have no idea.
Okay, Tsum Tsums. So it was like I think it was Disney Japan first came out with it. It was like there's these little like oblong, little like cylindrical, like tiny, like squishy mascot things. Like let's just say it's like a little squishy, tiny cylinder. Like it was a plushie, and then it turned into like a video game through the Line Messenger app. Partnered with Disney. So let's say you had like a Donald. It's like a weird little like loaf Donald with tiny little feet and a tiny hat.
Super weird.
Yeah.
It's super cute. And
It
like
was pretty cool looking.
I still have a Tsum Tsum, like a big one of Donald
That's
that someone
so
gave
crazy.
me. But yeah, it was kind of like Candy Crush, but like you match the little, because they had like digitized mini Tsum Tsums that you'd like connect up with each other and stuff. And it was a gotcha aspect because they had new Tsum Tsums coming out all the time. They're like, oh, do you have a Belle Tsum Tsum? Do you have like like all the different characters? And so like I spent way too much money on that when that came out.
I was good at that shit too, man. I was like, I was like,
so funny.
I was rocking that shit hard. Yeah.
Those freemium games, man, they'll get you.
Dude,
Yeah, right?
It is such
Free to play.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my god, it's so addicting though. Like it's so ridiculous how addicting they make it, and it's just like, oh god, what am I doing in my life?
Not eating people.
Not eating.
You goddamn right, I'm not eating people.
You're doing great, kid.
That should be on a shirt. That should be on merch. What am I doing with my life? Not eating people.
There's just a picture of Armie Hammer with a chicken leg.
All right. We got to write that down. That's going to go on our merch store. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Zach, what do you got?
So I was going to talk about Legend of Dragoon, but it's another turn-based kind of game. So I'm going to switch over to something different.
Okay.
One of the games that really affected me in the last couple of years was Hellblade: Suna's Sacrifice, or Suna's.
Oh shoot! I love that game.
It was so I went into it with zero expectations. I knew nothing about it except it had it's on PS4 and Xbox One. It seems to be like a Celtic or Viking style game. And I saw the bad, like it looks real pretty, so I tried it out. This game blew me the fuck away. Like it is. I was expecting more of like a God of War action style game, but it is not. It is more almost a puzzle game, and you're playing as a woman who has had her whole life destroyed. And you don't really know what happened, and she has had a mental break. And so the game makes you deal with her struggle to just like stay sane and know what's real and what's not real while she tries to figure out like kind of what happened to her. And it's such an incredible experience because the game like kind of fucks with you. And there are times where like you think you're doing the right thing. It'll turn out that you're like attacking the like completely the wrong area, wrong people or different things. And it'll like almost punishes you and it puts a weight on you and a guilt on you as you go through if you make mistakes or miss things. And you feel it, like you feel her pain every step of the way. It was such a cool game, and I played through it several times, and it plays through several times very well because you can certainly miss things and explore things, and you'll take note of more the more times you play it of how well they portrayed like mental illness as a whole, and just her complete like disassociation from what's going on and falling into her own grief and like manifesting in her mind is fucking awesome. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
I love it so much.
It's super short too. Like I don't think it's expensive. It lasts like 15 hours.
Was that anything like any of the Telltale games at all, or?
No, I mean, so the visuals of it are very much like your Uncharted, God of War style visuals. Okay. Like it's a third party action game. Like you do fighting. There is you do have to fight a little bit, but it's very like low key. The fighting is definitely it's a lot more about solving puzzles and figuring things out.
That's cool.
So yeah, it plays like somewhere in the middle of like a very story oriented game like God of War.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
for sure.
Well, what was the name of the game again?
It's called Hellblade: Senua's Senua Sacrifice. Maybe if you type in Hellblade, it'll pop up.
I will check it out.
I remember when that game came out, like I think my first year out of college, one of my old college friends posted about it because like she was working as like a game developer for an indie studio, and she's like, "Oh my god, if you haven't downloaded this indie game, you have to." And I was like, "Well, I like God of War, so like Vikings, gimme Vikings."
Hell yeah,
and then I ended up playing it too, and I'm like, geez, this is amazing. Like,
Right.
so, I don't think I ever actually finished it though. Damn, no
Well,
PS4 anymore.
How dare thee?
How dare thee? It's called I was hustling, bustling, waiting tables, and working for the mouse.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it a shot. Actually, I think my old roommate was playing it at one point. And
It's
I watched
probably.
it.
I'm sure it's on PC too. Like I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's probably on the
Probably.
Steam store for like $5.
Hold on, let me check this out.
Oh, we
because-
gotta check that out. Like,
We're gonna check this out right now. Hold up.
yeah,
We're coming to you live.
Yep.
Coming to you live.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I could maybe. This might be something I might stream later.
So I also okay. So Kyle, you said
They
you played
do,
some
it's-
Hades.
30
Yes.
bucks.
Oh yeah. I love Hades. Yeah.
They have a VR version too, which might
Oh
be
my
amazing.
God, that would be
Oh
nuts.
my God.
Oh man.
Kyle, have you beaten like have you because it's a roguelike, so like it's you constantly play, but have you gotten through it? But
Yeah, I beat Hades itself.
I can't win. I can't beat him.
I just downloaded it. I haven't started playing yet.
I want to throw my because like I looked up the average number of plays to beat it, and the average numbers are in like between like 25 and 35.
I think that's about it for me. It was probably
I'm at like 60.
Fuck,
And,
dude.
I don't. I'm just not. I think it's gonna be. I don't play computer games a lot. I play on console, and so I think the problem is like I get caught up dashing too much and not running, and then I forget how to run. Like when it gets chaotic and I don't know what to do, and I panic.
Yeah. Do you have a controller? Do you play with those still? I mean, because you can plug in an Xbox controller and just like
I don't have any Xbox stuff.
Oh,
you can plug in a PS4 controller.
A PS4 controller works too. Yeah.
Does it?
Yes.
You just blew my fucking mind. I can plug a PlayStation 4 controller into my computer?
Yes.
I had no idea.
I think there's even ways you can actually do a Bluetooth on your computer.
I was today years old when this happened. What the fuck, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so excited. I might watch me go. I'm gonna beat it the first fucking
You're gonna
round.
beat it. Yeah, you'll be like, fuck yeah.
I've been so mad. I'm at like 60 playthroughs.
Hey, well, you know what? Record it first, and stream. Just because you want to get that general reaction. Yeah.
Okay. That was words. I did that.
I kept fucking dying in pretty much every solo Souls-like game I was playing on the PC. So like Mortal Shell, Sekiro. And because I was using the keyboard, I'm like, my fingers don't move fast enough. It's not working. People are like, you could plug a PS4 controller and you don't have to buy a new one. I'm like, I don't have to spend money.
I will say I'm elated. I've had a really bad day until right now.
Good.
That's
all right. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad we made your day better. I will say I don't know. I tried to use the Steam controller at one point, and I fucking hate it. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I'm sure there might be
like the inverted D-pad where you have to like.
There's like instead of like for your thumbs for like moving, I think it's like actually like a touchpad for like.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a joystick. It's like an inverted little pad.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's like like the touchpad on like a laptop essentially, but it's like set on where your thumbs would be, and I'm like, what the hell is this crap? I don't like that.
You don't need to reinvent the wheel, man. We made the joystick.
I want the sticks
with the joystick.
Give me them sticks. That's all I need.
Thanks, like.
Moving on to the next segment.
I don't even know how we got here. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's still kind of on topic. We're gonna do critical fail. Normally it's D&D based, but today, since Sam's tied up in the basement, we're gonna go with opening.
That's his fail.
To tabletop video game. Just sometimes you just fucked up. And it was like the worst critical fail ever. It's like rolling a 1 in D&D, but either in real life.
It's like 60 runs in Hades.
Anything.
You're that fucking bad.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
Who wants to go first?
You know what? Actually, I have a good one. All right, sure. I'll go first. Okay, so at one point in my life, I was actually really into bicycling. I was just, I would bike to work, back and forth and stuff like that. And I suppose the reason that I stopped is because I got a little bit too cocky on the bike at one point. And, I was going downhill and I was like, yeah, this is fun. And so I decided that I was just going to let my hands go. Oh, no. And, and then it started to wobble a little bit and I was like, okay, I'm going too fast. So let me just grab it out. Well, what I didn't realize too is that there was like a little bit of gravel, and so I hit that gravel, but then I skidded some more, and I couldn't really slow down, and so I launched myself into the freaking air, and like I was like as though there was like a ramp or what it was like there was a bump or whatever like that from like this little like it had to have been for like to get the wash of the rain or whatever like that down this hill like and kind of guide it. But I launched myself in the air and like I Superman that motherfucker and like but I went and like I went down nose first on the bike and I just kind of rolled and tumbled around. Like the bike was behind me and then I was laying on the ground and the bike landed on me. And so
it's always fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. However, so I guess my fail was the athleticism on the bike. So I rolled that, however, but
and dex check.
And then then the dexterity check was for me attempting a Superman thing where like kind of unbeknownst to the Superman. However, I had a critical save because the bike actually landed on my like around me. It didn't actually hit me. It just like the arm, like the handles went straight here, and then the pedal went straight in between my legs. So it was like I was like, wow, like yeah.
You're just on the ground bleeding. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened?
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was a pretty interesting little fail and win. It was 2 fails and a win, I thought. So
you didn't have to re-roll your character. You survived.
Nope, I did not.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. I was pretty happy about that.
That sounds traumatic. I wouldn't want to ride bikes anymore.
I slowed down after that. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna just drive my car for a while. And then like my bike just got some dust and the tires deflated. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm not.
You've aged out, guy.
Yeah,
it's a good run.
I'm sorry. I'm a little too scared to ride the bike right now.
Take you upstate to the other.
Yep.
Just kidding. You don't have to shoot your bike.
Just look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers.
Oh, Jesus. God, it's so dark this episode. My
Oh
God.
my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. It's one of those weeks.
It has been one of those weeks.
I guess I'll go next. My IRL critical fail. I've had a bunch of them in my life. If anything, the last 7 years has been just a critical fucking fail. But we're gonna go way back to the day where I was freshly double digits when I was 10. I did this thing called I did this thing called junior lifeguards. Mind you, my dad is a surfer. He's wanted me to surf forever. And I was a little bit scared of swimming in the ocean because of the thing from the Black Lagoon and all this stuff that my mom did to scare me. Sharks. All of that
sharks.
Fucking sharks. So I did junior lifeguards and then I started feeling cool about the ocean. And at the very end, the last week of junior lifeguards, they have a swim test where you swim out to like the far adult buoy and you come back, like super far out in the ocean, you come back. So I was feeling pretty gassed. Awesome. I felt great about myself. I was coming back. And it was at this beach called Moonlight Beach in Encinitas, where the waves kind of break larger in shallow water. That week was also the week they had a freak hurricane down in Mexico, so the waves were bigger than normal. But I'm like, it's fine. I can just dive under them because the ocean doesn't scare me anymore. Albeit I was like 4'11" at this time, so it was tinier than I normally am. Like I was just a huge child. Anyway,
nice.
I swam out to the buoy. I was coming back in my like junior lifeguards official fucking one-piece bathing suit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm great. I can swim and I'm so strong, little 10-year-old self. I get to the point where I'm waist deep in the water. Humans are about yay high on the beach still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The water rushes down around my ankles and humans are still yay high on the distance. And I'm like, I have not turned to look back at the ocean at all. And I'm just like, something is not right in the state of Denmark at this point in time. I look back, it's a giant motherfucking wave. It's like, hey, bitch. And so I get slammed into the fucking sand. Oh. I get a little gash because I hit a rock. Oh. And I wash up like they do in cartoons when they wash up on the beach. I got washed up on the
He's like a beached whale, just
and I'm like this. And this is how I knew. I mean, at least like part of me knew that I was supposed to be a fucking writer or something, because I'm like this. I lost my favorite pair of goggles. I'm still salty about it. Fuck you, ocean. I'm like this on the ground And I'm like, like coughing up seawater and stuff, like terrified now of the ocean. My mom was there, did not see any of this happen. She walks up, she's like, Shannon, why are you laying on the ground? And I'm just like, so intelligence check was a -1 for not looking. Perception check, nothing. We got investigation check, also nothing.
Yeah, you zero passive perception.
Nothing. I was done.
You should be careful. You gotta check your 6, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like that dexterity saving, like half made it. It's okay. I didn't die.
Hey, you know what? Confidence check was a 20 though, because you felt like you had it. Oh man, that's fantastic. I mean, I'm sorry that you had that experience, but I
never
mean,
gone back in the ocean after that ever again.
Wow.
I'm 25. It's been 15 years.
It's trauma, man.
Yeah, that's some real trauma right there.
I mean, when people are like, Shannon, do you like the beach? I'm like, does it look like I go to the beach? just a casual white people joke. Anyways, Zach.
Okay. So, this is a story of me trying to charm my way into something going well, and it went horribly bad, being way too overconfident. When I was young, I grew up in Germany for a little while, and I skied when I was like 6. And then when I was like 26, I had a bunch of friends that were like, hey man, like we're gonna go to Denver. Do you want to come fucking ski, bro? And I was like, yeah, bro. And I was really excited that like these cool kids wanted me to go skiing with them. They're like, do you ski? And I was like, yeah, totally. I ski. Absolutely. I 100% ski. I'm great at it.
No.
Yeah.
And
oh boy,
these kids fucking ski. Like they were like, sweet, like what kind of boot do you rock? And it's like, I don't know, the long ones. And then, so we go to one of the big one. I don't remember all the big ski lodges, but one of the big ones right by Denver. And we get out there and we're of course drinking, having fun. I'm wearing like all borrowed clothes. Like there's some lady that I just borrowed her jacket. It was too small for me, so I have this like little weird kitty like main jacket on anyway. I look like a fucking doofus. And I get out there, and as soon as we got on the snow, I realized I haven't skied in 20 years. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And like, so I was kind of like eavesdropping on like other people giving people hints. And when we went out, I was like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna sort of get back into my groove. And I figured out pretty quick. I'm pretty lithe. I'm pretty athletic. And I immediately was like, I got this. Super easy. And they're like, all right, dope. We're going to drop down this like circle blue, bro. And I was like, yeah, man, let's do that. First hill I've gone on in 20 years. And it's, I guess, it's like a blue circle, which is, I guess, like a mid-grade. And they're like, we're going to warm up on this. I fucking eat ass like 20 feet down this hill. I started going so fast. And I don't know what to do. So I just do what I guess you're supposed to do. I just bail and just like, and like collapse. But the hill was so steep that me collapsing just turned into one of these like comedic fucking snowman like ball rolls down the hill. And like I end up, I don't know where my helmet went. I think I lost a glove. Like I just sort of came back to, and we start, I try to keep it real cool. I'm not okay. And we start skiing again. I'm like, hold on, what's gonna, and I puke everywhere. And they're like, bro, you're really concussed. You need to get off the ice. And I had to be like escorted off the hill.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And then I went to the lodge and I drank hot cocoa for like 6 hours. And they were like, don't go to sleep or you'll die.
Oh shit.
So
goddamn.
Yeah, that's so I definitely I rolled a confidence and got a 20. Intelligence check and dexterity checks, massive failures. Almost led to my early demise. It was,
dang.
If for any of you that are listening, if people ask you to go skiing, make sure you know like what level you're on before you commit. Yeah. It's harder than it looks.
I can attest to that. Actually, yeah, I have a similar story like that as well. We could save for another day, but yeah, like I also had, I think it was called a yard sale, essentially, like where like you like all your gear just goes everywhere, like when you like fall and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it was like But yeah, I did not have a mad mardigan though, where like you became this big old snowball going down.
That's the worst, man. I don't remember much. I just remember like several points like being in the air, and I was like, I'm supposed to be falling. Like, why am I still like?
Yeah.
Like, you just lose your bearings and like everything's white because there's just snow everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It is.
Yep.
It's very scary.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I haven't skied, but I snowboarded once, and I haven't been back because I was on my ass the whole time. I got up for 2 seconds, on my ass. 2 seconds, my face, my butt, my face, my butt, my face. I'm like, I just want to get down this damn hill.
Yep.
Just let me get down the hill.
Yep.
Someone give me a tube.
Hill. It was a bunny one. I'm like, I can't get down. It took me an hour to get a tiny one. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, take me back to the lodge. I hate it here. It was also raining, not snowing. It was raining.
God. Oh, that sounds awful. I would be so miserable. Like
I was.
It's gonna be my new like this depressing year. Like, you know, some people say like if you tell a bad story, you just go, then I found $5. I'm gonna say, like, after I say anything, I'm gonna be like, oh, and it was raining.
Yeah.
It was raining.
Oh yeah. And then
any story I tell, I went to groceries. It was fucking raining.
Oh God.
That's just my mood all the time this year.
Yep.
How was it? We got 6 puppies, but it was fucking raining.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a random thought process that goes through.
Oh my God.
Soul brain.
Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to our next segment. It's gonna be hills that we die on. Who wants to start first? Who's impassioned about things?
I'll start off with a pretty easy one, I think, maybe. I guess I don't know what our demographic is. I think if you are a senior citizen, you should have to get your driver's license test passed every single year or you lose your license permanently. If you can't fucking drive, get off the fucking road.
Yeah,
like, I hate nothing more than when like you drive by a car that's going 40 on the interstate, holding up everything, and it's just like some tiny old man who's like, I just needed my victuals. And it's like, I don't care about your victuals, Garth. Stop! Don't go to stop driving. And if you just have to know, you have to pass the test. Yeah, it's. I think because I know a lot of times like they just can't. They don't have the reflexes. Their eyes don't see well anymore.
Nope.
You have to take a test.
It's just the interest of safety. Yeah, it's just like safety for everybody else.
Well, no, I mean, they're just fucking like retired, so they have nowhere to go in a hurry, so they don't fucking care, you know.
Yeah. I had a heated driving exchange today, and it's one of those where I was like, I'm gonna be so mad, and then it's like a tiny man. I was like, you bastard.
Yep.
I can't like be mean to you. You're an old guy, but I can talk mean about your entire demographic.
That's right.
On the internet.
You won't see this, Garth.
Yeah.
You don't go on the internet.
No.
It'll be raining.
Yeah. But you know what, though, to add on to that, it's like, because like fucking Arizona, they freaking like their driver's license lasts for 40 years.
That's fucking dumb.
That's so dumb. Yeah. What? Like you get your driver's license, it will last for 40 years. You never have to go to the DMV for like until like you're dead, you know?
You're dead.
Like, and the problem is
potentially by a car wreck.
Yeah, potentially by a car wreck because you're driving too damn slow. But and that's the problem is because people would go to Arizona to retire, so they're already like 60 years old by the time they get there or something like that, and so they get that, and then they have 40 years on their driver's license, so now they're still driving when they're 92. They can be 105
if you can do it, you can do it. But you need to be tested. Yeah, it's not fair for the people.
Get your eyes checked.
Go places.
Get your reflexes checked. You know, like shoot, man. Like it's I mean, it's like
you keep fucking up. We're gonna throw you in the Soylent Green, Grandpa.
Oh God!
Oh God!
Stop it, Armie Hammer. He's not allowed.
I'm trying to slip in as many eating people jokes as I can. That was it was a low key one, but it was there.
Yeah, it was good.
The amount of times I've almost been side punched by old people where I'm living right now, I didn't realize how many fucking old people there are. I'm like, Gladys, look over your goddamn shoulder. And then they're also really tiny and barely like seeing through the steering wheel because like they shrunk too much. I'm like, Gladys, look.
There's something to say about like the way they commit though. Like old people that are ready for the grave don't give a fuck, and they will take a turn, cut off 6 people, and not slow down. Like they can see the damage they're doing. They're just like, don't care. Like that 1 foot in the grave attitude.
Oh man.
Title now I just want to be old, so I can do it, I guess.
Title of the episode: Chucklesluts shits on old people.
Right.
Oh god. I mean, I guess if we're like shitting on other people with hills that we die on,
Sure.
I mean, mine's more internet based. I don't want to see any more fucking pregnancy announcements. Personally, pregnant people gross me out. I don't like them. I just like, you could be pregnant. That's your decision. I'm not going to comment on whether I think it's the right thing for certain people, but like, stay the fuck away from me. I don't give a shit. Like, it's cool. Like, oh, my bundle of joy has arrived. I'm like, you're not going to be saying it's a joy in like 2 weeks when it doesn't fucking shut up, but okay. Right. And I'm just like, it's like, also, it's not even just the pregnancy announcements, it's the marriage announcements and the like, other
you
ones.
Just hate happiness.
Yes.
You just hate it when anyone announces happiness.
Fuck happiness.
Yeah. Because like then there's all, it's just like the social pressure to be like, say congrats on a fucking like, you know, like social media post. I think that's the thing that I hate the most. They're like, we got married. I got proposed to. I'm not saying this because I'm pissed off because my life just took a huge shitter and I thought I was going to be posting some shit later. But you know what? We're going to leave my personal life out of it. It's just like the whole like, oh, like you didn't say congrats on here. So like, what's wrong with you? It's like, I'm sorry. I'm like writing my script right now. It's cool that you got like engaged and hish, but I don't have like, I can hit a like maybe, but congrats.
That is a big, I mean, that leads into a very intense and really dark philosophical issue with our whole culture now, though, is that it's hard to say like what makes things valid anymore. Because you used to be able to be like, I just did something, you did it, and your family celebrates with you, and then it is what it is. Yeah. But now there's like the pressure that you talked about is really scary. Is that like if you post like say just something simple, like a girl posts like a picture where she thinks she looks pretty, but no one comments on it. Like people fucking kill themselves over this shit because they can't find validation unless it comes from somewhere on the outside because we don't know how to do anything ourselves anymore. Yeah. This is why I want to live in my hole. I hate everything. Because I totally understand. I don't hate all happiness, but I do hate that happiness has to be validated by other people.
Yeah, it has to be like validated and like every time, like even with deaths and everything else, like people like have to post about it. And
on the fucking people will get mean to you if they're like, I saw that you didn't say anything about Johnny.
Right.
I would
It's just like, I've been grieving in my own way. Why do I need to make a Facebook post about it? Because I feel like, you know, like people grieve in their own way. They want to honor them in a certain way, which like I can get people posting pictures of them with someone else saying how much they miss them. Like I get it. But sometimes you don't have pictures with the other people. Sure. And sometimes you're just so broken up about it.
You're making it about you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're attacking others, like who's upset? You're the one upset here, not the person who died. Like shut the fuck up.
I think it's just like the hill I die on is I hate people who like, you know, police people based on what they don't post on social media. Social media is not fucking real. As I'm saying this, trying to be an internet content creator. Social media is not real.
Down here.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my god. That's
literally horrible. The internet is not real. People need to like understand that even with the content creators, they're fucking human beings too. They have a life outside. And even just like everyone who's not a fucking content creator, our lives are not our social media. And the hill I die on is fuck that whole perception that our social media is who we are and the like expecting other people to like react to your shit all the time, getting pissed off that you don't. I'm on the top of that hill. Fuck that.
No, I fully agree. And like
I'll preach that all day.
Yeah,
people need to learn how to be them fucking selves.
Right.
Like if you do you know what would happen to society for one day? Everyone's phone was off.
The influencers.
The world would fucking implode. People would go insane. They wouldn't know what to do.
I think people would just go to sleep. They would just like, okay, I have no internet or no phone, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna sleep all day. You know?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The tweens would eat each other.
Not another cannibal joke. I was waiting for that.
For fucking real though, the like young kids like a 14-year-old nowadays, they are their phone.
It's true.
That's it.
I think
it's weird. Have you ever hung out with a kid these days? They suck. All they do is they just get on their phone and they ignore the shit out of you.
They're just like looking down the whole time and they're just like, okay, you know what?
We're sounding like boomers. We need to stop this.
These youngsters. They can't get off their phone too.
Oh my god. No, like side point, I had an open TikTok in like a month or two. And the first thing I saw posted, there was this girl talking about how she was 25, my age, and she's like, I didn't realize I was old until like people on my TikTok feed that said people who use the laugh cry emoji.
Oh, I've seen that.
Like are too old for me, and she's like, you gotta fucking stop. I am young. I am spry. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Oh god, I'm old.
Yeah, I know I'm old, like because I still text. I do like the colon and then the parenthesis.
Oh yeah.
I don't use the emojis as much. I just do like the
Oh, I thought you were just saying you use semicolons. I was like, so you use punctuation? You're fine, man. It's
No. Like
you
I don't
gotta be upset about that. That's good.
I don't use the emoji things so much. I just use like the text part ones because like
I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah.
I think you should be like, man, I use like exclamation points sometimes, and I guess I'm just way out of
I guess
loop.
I'm just I just have way too much grammar for texting. I think now. So
I was guilty of using too many exclamation points in work emails, especially to answer passive aggressive people. I'm so excited. I'll get that to you in a second.
Nice.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to, I guess I should piggyback a little bit onto what you said, because like when it comes to social media, like, my hill that I die on is fuck, I would say dog parents or cat parents or bird parents or monkey parents. Like, fuck your pet parents things. Like, dude, I fucking hate when like people say, oh, this is my, I have a little boy and it's their dog or whatever like that. And like, they dress it up and shit like that. I'm like, dude, I am so over the fact that people are like treating their dog as if it's a living person.
Fur babies?
Yeah, little fur baby things. Like, dude,
I will punt your goddamn fur baby so quick, lady.
No. Look, I'm going to say I love pets. I love animals. I love cats, dogs, whatever. But don't
if you put a hat on it.
Yeah,
I'll fucking hit you.
Like, I just don't want them to be acting like they're like a actual kid or something like that. Like I just don't understand like that logic at all. It's like, it's not a person. Like, just stop, please. Like, yeah.
Let me say, if you raise a pet, there is a less likely chance it will turn into Dogler than the next Hitler if you raise a human kid.
That's a very good point. Yeah, no,
what
and that's
Dogler.
I like that, Dogler.
Why do you guys hate such weird things? We hate dogs and pregnant people. Like, I know we took a left curve around pregnancies. I do the idolization of your puppies and stuff, and like, there is something super. The biggest thing that makes it is weird for me is the parents. We're like, when you meet their animals, when they're just like, oh my god, like tell Billy I said hi, and it's like, you talk to your dog. They're like, yeah, no, just shake his hand. He loves that. Give him a little sausage. He'll lick your hand. And be like, I'm not gonna fucking hang out with your dog, lady. Like, I don't. Don't want to do that shit. I don't like.
Or if like you're FaceTiming and then like they say, oh yeah, here, like
oh yeah,
JoJo
do that shit.
JoJo wants to say hi. Say hi. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of my face. Like,
first of all, if someone was like, say hi to my dog, and I'd already met the dog, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let me say hi to your dog.
You and Kyle aren't gonna work out. I get the idolization thing. That it does get a little creepy. I just find it funny that like it's pull back a couple steps. It's just a really funny set of hills.
Whatever, yeah.
It's just old people, new people, and animals.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them.
Yeah. Because they're because they're like, and oh damn, that's a weird. We just kind of narrowed our audience, didn't we?
Yeah, we hate
don't
everyone.
have a demographic anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? Everyone who's listening, we fucking hate you. Just kidding.
Sam is pissed right now.
Sam is so
somewhere
pissed.
Like he's at his house drinking milk, just mad, and he doesn't know why he's mad at it. But he's just pissed.
I gotta see it. He's like chained up in the basement. And he's like, I'm gonna beat these guys.
My demographics.
God damn it.
Our analytics.
Yeah.
This is probably not gonna make it into the episode.
Oh man.
It's gonna be like, hey, so guess what? You have to record that last episode, all of it. And
yeah.
Well,
We miss you, Daddy. We miss you. Yeah.
I'll get on your Kyle. I'll get on your Kyle. I'll get on your hill.
Okay.
Oh, for the idolization of
Get
it.
on top, honey.
Yeah, about halfway. It's all right.
I'm like a quarter of the way up there, just because I never would have kids, and I'd probably have a dog. So.
Well, that's not really the point.
No, yeah.
It's not about having the dogs. It's about treating the dogs like real people. It's about idolizing them and making you like weirdly anthropomorphizing them into real creatures.
Right.
And it's
probably not. I'll be a little
your
bit.
Your dog's cute, but don't make it weird.
Yeah, like because I mean, there's sometimes when you go to the house and like, and if they treat their animal that way, like they pay more attention to the animal than to you. Like, and you're a guest in their home, and I'm like, are you gonna talk to me, or are you just gonna talk through your fucking dog to me? Like, what the hell is this? It's like,
so they do the little voices, like,
yeah.
Oh god.
Everybody. Sometimes you can't help.
They like grab it and they're like, oh, you know. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
I was just my only other thing to add to that is that we're just talking about cats and dogs, but do y'all have any of the friends that you'll go to their house and they'll be like, yo, do you want to hold my boa constrictor? And they'll like have a giant snake. You're like, no. What? You need to ask consent before you whip that thing out, man.
Yes. Yeah.
And that one I get really upset about when people have weird animals, where they'll be like, hey, do you want to go outside and meet my pets? And it'll be like 3 roosters or something. And I'm like,
yeah, it's like,
nah, I don't like birds, man. Like, I thought it was a dog. Like, I don't want to see your weird fucking creatures. If you want me to hang out with your puma, we got to talk first. Like, that shit, I don't like that, because I've had too many people like offer me a snake, and I was like, I don't want to hold that. I don't even want to look at that.
Joe Exotic would not get along.
No, he wouldn't.
No,
absolutely not. That dude, that was the worst of him. Joe Shirt, he'd like, when you'd come over and he'd be like, hey, you want to meet a grizzly bear? Yes. And like, he'd be like, nah, like that dude is missing an arm.
Yeah,
I don't want to be like him.
Oh, he's got a guy missing 2 legs and a girl who's missing an arm. Yeah, it's like they've all been lacerated at least. You know,
like I've seen this movie. I'm not gonna come out unscathed.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah, and he might be getting a pardon.
Oh my god! Like that
we forgot to talk about it. Yeah.
He did. We're talking about it now.
Yeah, because
that was such a good segue. We did it.
We did
naturally segue.
Yes.
Go us.
But you know what though? I will say he's not one of those.
Victories.
He is a weird animal person, but he's not these animals are my children person. So he
was awful. I mean, he took a bunch. Keep in mind, he like murdered a bunch of them. Like he would take a lion in his backyard and shoot it with a shotgun. Like,
all right,
he's not exactly the best dad.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I mean, there are worse people out there and worse kids out there too.
There's always an Armie Hammer.
Yeah,
there's always.
But there will never be another Joe Exotic.
We need to get a counter for how many times Zach has thrown in some kind of like.
I can't get it out of my head. It's all I can think about now. I had forgotten until you brought it up, and now
I just have to think like how many more people are out there, because now I'm single and eventually I will start dating again. How many people have the same sentiment? I'm fucking terrified now. I will never date again if I have to think about. Holy shit.
You're just worried about cannibals. It's something you shouldn't have to worry about.
You shouldn't have to.
I mean, you could just worried. You could be like, that could be like one of the day one questions, like, are you a cannibal? Like, like
let's go ahead and mark this off the list here.
Yeah.
Check.
So like 30 little boxes, one big one.
Mm-hmm. Cannibal, yes or no? Also, axe murderer, yes or no?
Yes.
the two ones.
There's a t-shirt right there.
Maybe
one checkbox is a cannibal. Check.
Maybe you can be like more nonchalant about it instead of going straight for like the gut on the cannibal thing. Just be like, how much do you like to eat meat? Like, are you carnivore?
Well, you take that to a weird place.
Yes,
a lot of weird places, a lot of good weird places. Weird places.
I guess the horniness of your date will probably determine whether or not how he takes it. So.
That part.
I think you'd lose that. I think it's a bad plan, Kyle.
Whatever. I'm not the one who's dating potential cannibals. Armie Hammers out there. Shit, I don't know. There might be some female cannibals out there. Shit, I don't know.
Wasn't it like I don't remember the name of the killer that Charlize Theron played, but didn't she eat people too?
In Monster?
Yeah.
I think she just like shot dudes.
I think she just shot them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's gotta be female cannibals out there too somewhere. I think there were in history, mostly in the
Surely.
1800s. Surely.
Oh yeah, there's no gender specification here. Anybody can eat anybody.
I hear
No.
Milton.
You eat who you eat. Love who you love. Milton, you can't give us an episode. There won't be one episode that he doesn't bark at least.
It's okay. It's okay. He's like the unofficial fourth member of Chucklesluts. Milton.
Wait, are you saying that he's actually a part of the family? Like and
What? How dare they? Get off his hill. You can't even have a foot on his hill anymore.
Oh man. All
There you
right.
go. Yeah.
All right, I think we've gone off on so many tangents. It's time to wrap this shit up.
I love it.
All right, everybody. Where in the world can we find you, Kyle?
I am mostly only on Instagram these days. My handle is King Snafu, and you can find me in some video games too under the same handle. So just type it in and maybe you can find me. I don't know. I'll say hello.
Hell of a bitch. Hell of a bitch.
All right, and Zach, where can we find you?
You can find me not many places. I'm the same I'm mostly on Instagram at zclap1. Yeah, I think that's it. ZKLAPP1. Yeah. Then I'm also going to start Twitch streaming with you all, and I am going to be releasing a bunch of video content really soon. It's becoming famous in a set of Star Wars short films. Whenever they are available, they will be in the bio, I guess. If that works. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, and you can find me at Shanny Bees on Twitch. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I will also be taking up a slot on the Twitch for Chucklesluts as well. Got to figure that shit out though. I'm also starting my YouTube at Shanny Bees and also Shanny Bees on TikTok. Samuel Locke, who is tied up in the basement, he is Sammy Slammy Locke on Instagram and at Samuel Locke on TikTok. Steam Buddy Productions on YouTube. Dad, come back. I thought you were only going out for a pack of cigarettes. All right. You can find Chucklesluts pretty much anywhere in the world. Type it into Google. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. And
On a whole cake just now.
A whole cake.
This is just on Katie's desk. A whole cake. She hasn't been in here for like 2 days.
Alrighty, and that's all the time we have. We will see you next week. Stay classy. Alrighty.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.